Yo, 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 what it is, fight fans and family. Once again, it's the man Stan. You watching Stand on Business Boxing. So, man, I got a quick little video for y'all. Long story short, bro. Terrence Crawford is not going up 3 weight divisions to topple Canelo Alvarez. That's just not happening. But before you guys jump in the comment sections and start the rants, man, y'all getting y'all fits. Oh, Terrence Crawford, you just hate. Give me a second, man, to explain myself, my background, what I represent, and what Terrence Crawford represents, what he can do, man. Let me start off by saying that I do sports training, conditioning, weight training, putting on muscle. You know, that's something that you guys need to pay attention to, especially on this topic. I do all of that, man. Shoot, I do a lot of other stuff now, but I still dibble and dabble in that. In boxing, amateur boxing. Terrence Crawford is a phenomenal talent. He is the best active boxer on the planet by a landslide. He would do great in any era. You have to be a special type of talent to dispatch an Errol Spence in the way he did a couple months ago, man. Let it be known. I know who Terrence Crawford is, what he can do, and his ability. I see no one beating him. Shoot, I still feel he beats Ennis. For you guys in the back, man, to think I'm just hating on Terrence Crawford. That's how much I believe in his skills, his talent, what he brings to the table. However, there are weight divisions for a reason, people. And let me educate you guys on who and exactly what time it was when people did things like what we asked Terrence Crawford to do and jump up north of 15 pounds and topple the face of boxing in Canelo Alvarez. Henry Armstrong, back when there were 8 weight divisions, he did something the equivalent of what we asking him to do. But also you have to take into consideration of PEDs and how they play a role in boxing. PEDs run rampant today. And with the help of them, you can put on muscle, you can put on weight, you can put on size. Size is going to assist you in the fight game easier. And there's more advanced testing around. Back then, not so much. So these guys have asterisks by what they did. Still, Henry Armstrong is immortalized. Still, Roy Jones Jr. jumping from light heavyweight to defeat John Ruiz is immortalized. But I'm hard-pressed to see anyone put on more than 5 pounds of muscle the clean way. That's not a beginner. I say not a beginner because there's a such thing as muscle confusion. What muscle confusion is a shock to your system. Your muscles adapt to the conditions you're put in. That's why they get bigger. That's why they get smaller. You don't use them, they get smaller. They're adapting till you're not using them. You use them, they get bigger. They're assisting you and giving you the best chance of survival. If you are requiring a lot use of your muscles, they're going to adapt, keep you safe. They don't know what you're doing, what you could do, what you're doing, what your body could be life-threatening. So they give you the best shot at continuing to do so. So that's why beginners can put on a lot more muscle than people who've been lifting for years. Somebody like Terrence Crawford, who's been lifting for years, way longer than me. He's 36. He's put his body through the utmost top level weight training as far as gaining muscle, the muscles needed to fight at the highest level and perform and do the things he does in the ring. I'm hard pressed to see Terrence Crawford put on more than 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of muscle per month. Then we have to add in the fact that he'd be doing that while training a game plan and getting in shape to fight Canelo Alvarez. You're asking him to do something that's almost impossible. And take, for instance, Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo, he's way bigger, a lot bigger than Terrence Crawford. He's a weight division above. He was the former undisputed 154-pound champion. The man that went in the ring and looked like a shadow of himself against Canelo Alvarez. I'm going to tell you why he looked like a shadow of himself. A lot of people believe he went there to get a check. He laid down. He never wanted to win in the first place. Jermell Charlo had every capacity His whole mentality was to win against Canelo Alvarez. What happened is Jermell Charlo found out as early as the second round that Canelo Alvarez was the biggest, strongest, most durable puncher that he had ever faced in his boxing career. And so he had to make a conscious decision. And I'm going to tell you exactly when it happened. It happened in the second round. He got hit with a crushing body shot. It moved his whole frame. So that Jermell Charlo we're used to seeing exchange with people. That Jermell Charlo we're used to see being active and aggressive, picking his shots, firing off more shots than not. That went out the window. He understood that Canelo Alvarez could end his career. I say end his career because he would not be the same if he got hit with one of them flush. And he made a business decision. I can go in here, give the best account of myself while still remaining active, while still trying to keep my faculties in place to move forward and feed my family. Or I can go in here and cash out and try to get the people what they want. He decided to go with the latter. To develop the muscles needed to take the shots that Canelo Alvarez is going to give Terrence Crawford if he would move up. It's going to take time. It's going to take time at that weight division. Let it be known that Terrence Crawford possesses every quality, every tool needed to topple a Canelo Alvarez. If the fight was taking place at 154 or 147, I'd bet my house on Terrence Crawford stopping Canelo Alvarez. I'm not saying Canelo Alvarez isn't a hell of a fighter himself, but I know styles play a lot into matchups. And Terrence Crawford being the highly athletic counterpuncher, high ring IQ, and possessing that stopping power and that switch to turn on things and turn off things, I could see him stopping Canelo Alvarez. But the weight would be too much. It would be too much. Yes, he can put on the weight and then be water weight. He can go in there and he could try and soak up shots, but he'd be hitting Canelo Alvarez with rocks, and Canelo Alvarez would be hitting him with boulders. It would be ugly, people. And before you trolls get into the comments, man, the only other guy historically that recently tried to do something like that was Kell Brook. And he went up two-weight division to fight Triple G, the biggest, strongest puncher. He made that conscious decision, but he decided not to fold. He decided not to pick his punches and be reserved. And he ended up with a busted orbital bone. He was almost stopped in the first round. Busted orbital bone was never the same. Never the same. And was stopped. So yes, Terrence Crawford is the best boxer on the planet today. And if it was a weight division above or the same weight division, he would dominate Canelo Alvarez. And I would also give Terrence Crawford the nod if he was able to develop at 168. Develop that weight and those fast twitch muscles. And those muscles that take time to develop. Those 15-round shape muscles that are going to be there when everything else in you is tired. But Canelo Alvarez is not going to give him that shot. If they fight, it's going to be with his first fight at the weight division. But that's all I had to say about that, man. I can't believe this debate don't got this much traction. That just goes to show you recency bias, man. People see him topple EJ, Errol Spence, and they get beside themselves. And yeah, Errol Spence represents the embodiment of endurance. He represents a monster down the lighter division. So Terrence Crawford deserves all that credit. But guys, there are weight divisions for a reason, man. So once again, it's the man Stan. You're watching Stand on Business Boxing. Like, share, subscribe. I'm looking forward to you Terrence Crawford fans and guys who just think they overnight, aficionados in the sport of boxing. They know everything. I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm trying to see what I'm missing, if I'm missing something. So let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Once again, it's the man Stan. Keep it boxing. Peace.